Orange County looks like perfection on the surface. We have oceanfront mornings, palm lime streets, we have top-tier schools, and that polished master plan lifestyle. But what most people don't realize is that some of the most famous neighborhoods here quietly charge you a massive premium for the name on the map, and the value you get back doesn't always match the price tag. In this video, we're gonna break down 5 OC areas that relocating buyers rush into. We're Kai and Yulree, your OC real estate agents who help buyers see past the IG version, the Instagram version of Orange County, and into the details that actually matter, the numbers, the trade-offs, and the long-term fit. So we've helped many folks just like you achieve their real estate goals with relentless care and exceptional expertise. Let's start with a neighborhood that shows up in every luxury headline and also create some of the biggest "I think I overpaid" conversations we tend to hear. The area we're talking about is none other than the famous Newport Beach. We're talking Balboa Island, Harbor Islands, all the oceanfront properties. And here's why we think that the buyers here overpay. The median sale price of all of Newport Beach sits around $3.8 million, with that specific neighborhood that Yulree just mentioned going up to $5.5 on the median sale price. You're paying heavily for the brand, the zip code, the view, the ultra prime land, not just the home itself. Much of the housing stock is older, meaning that buyers often face 5 to 6 figure or higher remodels, already premium purchase price. So here's where expectations can break. Many expect beachfront serenity and room to roam, but the reality is that it can come with very small lot, tight street parking, and then of course, because Newport is so popular, you're gonna have heavy tourist or boat traffic. So who is this really for? It's ideal for buyers who have substantial liquidity, who are buying for the lifestyle first and resale second, and who won't flinch at the elevated cost of ownership. So if your plan depends on appreciation or lean monthly overhead, this may not be the best fit. So what we believe is a really great alternative to Newport is San Clemente. Yeah, you still get that real Southern California coastal lifestyle, but with far better balance between the price and the space and long-term flexibility. Typical home values in San Clemente is around 1.66 versus Newport Beach sitting in that 3.4 to 3.8 on average. You're often paying half or less for similar square footage and ocean proximity. So overall, your money buys more house, more yard, or even better conditioned homes compared to Newport. True beach town vibes is what you're gonna get. You have walkable downtown, you have the pier, you have coastal trails. So everyday ocean access is totally doable without needing that $5 to $10 million or more. And there's multiple lifestyle areas too, depending on the buyers. First, we have Talega, which is a master planned community with pools, parks, golf, and even newer construction. And then there's Forster's Ranch, which has larger lots, cul-de-sacs, rolling hills, and it's super family friendly. And of course, there's Rancho San Clemente or Shore Cliffs, both of which can offer the ocean views, private beach club access in some of the pockets, and strong long-term appeal. Newport Beach will always command a premium, especially the neighborhoods near the water. And for the right buyer, it can definitely be worth it. So if you love the idea of Newport but don't want to spend your entire budget and have it eaten up by the name on the map, we end up putting a lot of families in San Clemente. But Newport isn't the only spot where buyers get swept up in the branding. There's also another stretch of coastline just down the road where dreams feel just as big and the price tag feels even bigger. So we're talking about Monarch Bay in Dana Point, the spot everybody drools over on Instagram. So here's the reality check. Monarch Bay's median home price is literally in the 8-figure territory, around that $15.1 million price point with a price per square foot over $2,530. So what you're really paying for isn't the square footage, it's the step on the sand access, being next to what we mentioned, the Ritz-Carlton, and even Waldorf Astoria. And that Monarch Bay Beach Club membership, very exclusive. So here's where buyers get caught. They see the private beaches and the luxury sailing or the luxury branding, and they assume it'll be smooth sailing, but those fixed costs, they're gonna hit hard. There's HOAs, you have potential land leases, you have beach club dues, you got the luxury insurance, you have premium maintenances that you'll have to deal with. You'll feel every single one of these costs, and inventory here is tight, so people go into
full FOMO mode and they stretch way too thin.
So if this is you and you're thinking about Monarch Bay and you want to know whether the math or lifestyle actually works for your situation, please reach out to us.
We'll run a personalized breakdown, which could include monthly costs, land lease impacts, and country club access fees, and much more. It's the quickest way to know if this stretch of coastline truly fits you or if you're about to overextend. And if you are, there's always a great alternative to this area that we recommend to our clients,
which is Laguna Beach, because there are several pockets of that area that are great for relocating families who are looking for a smart long-term entry point.
You can have that full coastal experience without the full Monarch Bay tax. Laguna Beach's overall median house price is around $2.9 million. So think areas like the Village Flats, you have canyon adjacent streets, you have the Arch Beach Heights, and of course, top of the world.
So ocean breezes and ridgetop views, you're gonna get that artistic small town charm, and then you get lower carrying costs.
And you still get access to the beaches, coves, tide pools, Heisler Park, but without the 7-figure per year lifestyle obligations.
So if you love that Monarch lifestyle, but it's outside of your budget, we show clients the approachable neighborhoods of Laguna Beach. And while coastal buyers often feel that sticker shock with Monarch Bay, there's another part of OC that also feels a sticker shock, but depending on a different lifestyle, that gated ranch style lifestyle.
So let's talk about the next one. Coto de Casa, one of the most iconic gated communities in all of Orange County. It's private, polished, peaceful, and honestly, for the right buyer, it's heaven. So why do we think that buyers can overpay in Coto? The median house price here sits around that $2 million.
And the price tag isn't just the home. You get the lifestyle cost of the 24/7 guard-gated security, golf course, and canyon views. You get manicured privacy and that country club prestige.
Plus, you have the HOA dues of upwards to $400 to $500 a month and a special district assessment of around, I would say, under $3,000 a year. And that can beef up your tax bill for sure.
And here's something that buyers have to consider. Coto is deep in the canyons, meaning everything takes longer.
Yep, that means commute to work is longer, kids' practices, grocery runs, airport drives. You think it's gonna take a little bit longer to get to it.
Coto is perfect for buyers who want that privacy, seclusion, country club lifestyle.
However, if you like all of that but want better access to the rest of OC and would like a more approachable option, Yorba Linda is a great alternative.
Yes, Yorba Linda's median sits around 1.6 million, and the price per square footage is often quite lower than Coto.
You still get the country club option, like the Yorba Linda Country Club. You have the Hilltop Estates, you have quiet, premium feeling communities, you have strong public schools, and you have amazing safety and stability. Some standout neighborhoods we've introduced our clients to in Yorba Linda are East Lake Village with a private lake and resort-style amenities, and you have Kerrigan Ranch with the high-end hillside estates.
And don't forget Hidden Hills Estates with those wide streets and large lots, as well as Travis Ranch, the family-friendly OG community.
If you like the idea of an upscale, private, serene living in Coto de Casa, but you'd like to maximize your price per square foot and have better accessibility to neighborhood amenities, to adjacent cities, Yorba Linda is usually where we take our clients next.
So Coto teaches us that privacy and prestige come with layers of hidden costs. But that same dynamic shows up again in another part of OC, just packaged in a different way.
Yeah, and the place that we see buyers stretch quite a bit, often without realizing it, is in the city of Irvine. Irvine's Orchard Hills, specifically Orchard Hills.
Well, in Orchard Hills, you're looking at a median sales price about 2.5 mil, compared to Irvine's overall median of about 1.5 to 1.6, right? And then the median price per square foot in Orchard Hills is $926 per square foot, compared to Irvine's overall median of about $785 per square foot.
And now with the Summit at Orchard Hills, which is the newest, most elevated community, it's pushed the number even higher with homes priced at over $5 million.
And here's what residents are paying for. You're basically stacking premiums for the newer construction, guard-gated prestige, hillside elevation and views.
Yeah, but with all of that comes in reality like a very high monthly payment. You've got the luxury price tag plus pretty substantial Melrose and HOA dues, so the true monthly cost is a lot higher than the list price leads you to believe.
So what's a better alternative? So when our buyers mention that they like Orchard Hills, but it's not quite in their budget, we recommend Turtle Ridge.
Turtle Ridge gives you that same exclusive, elevated resort-style feel, and most of it is also guard-gated, but without the Orchard Hills extreme premium. home.
The median sales price is lower at around $2 million, and you still get beautifully maintained homes.
And Turtle Ridge honestly feels like its own private world. You have community pools, you have parks with views, you have fitness amenities, and gorgeous trails that wind all along the ridge. For a lot of the buyers, that's a big quality of life difference month to month. So if you love the idea of Orchard Hills, but the payments feel a little bit like a stretch, Turtle Ridge has been a great option for a lot of our clients.
And Orchard Hills isn't the only place where buyers pay a premium for that lifestyle and end up stretching more than they expected.
So going on to our next city, Eastside Costa Mesa has its own version of that. A neighborhood everybody loves, but one where the numbers don't always match the hype. We love Eastside, but here's why buyers routinely overpay without realizing it. A median sale price sits around $2.1 million, and the price per square foot hovers around nearly that $1,200 per square foot, which is straight up coastal adjacent territory.
And what people are really paying for isn't a giant house with land. It is still proximity to the beach, walkability to 17th Street, the trendy restaurants, shops, and the parks.
But the lots are smaller, many of the homes are older or heavily remodeled, and once you factor in the renovation premiums, the carrying costs, the competition, the value equation gets a little bit fuzzy. It's ideal for people who want lifestyle first and space second.
But if your plan depends on more house, bigger yard, long-term affordability, or lower overhead, Eastside may not be the right fit for you.
So here's where Los Alamitos enters the chat and quietly crushes it.
Very underrated area of Orange County. So the median sales price in Los Al is close to about 1.5 mil for remodeled homes. And compare that to Eastside's 2.1 million, you're talking about like a 500,000 difference for similar home sizes.
So here's where Los Al actually makes sense.
First, the schools. The Los Alamitos Unified School District is routinely ranked as one of the strongest public districts in all of OC. That alone is going to pull a huge buyer pool.
Second, you have bigger lots, you have quieter streets, and you have more suburban stability.
Third, the market is competitive but not cutthroat. Recent days on market sit around 59 days versus Eastside selling much faster and often with multiple offers. So when you zoom out, Eastside Costa Mesa gives you the vibe, but Los Al, I would say, gives you that breathing room. So more space, more stability, and still close enough to the coast that you're not giving up that SoCal lifestyle. So at the end of the day, none of these neighborhoods are bad, just that they could be a bad fit. Because honestly, the places that we talked about today, these are some of the most iconic, most popular, high-profile communities in all of OC.
But iconic doesn't automatically mean it's a right fit for you. A lot of relocating buyers fall in love with the branding, the ocean views, you have the gates, the prestige, the coastal marketing. We're not here to hype up any kind of neighborhood. We're here to help you see past the glossy brochures and into the numbers, the trade-offs, and the long-term fit.
We're Kai and Yulree, and we help people move to OC with clarity, honesty, and a plan that actually aligns with their life. So there's no sugarcoating, no one perfect zip code agenda. We're not trying to push any cities onto you.
If you want a real data-driven breakdown of which OC neighborhoods make sense for your budget, your commute, your family, your schools, and your lifestyle, shoot us a text or give us a call. It goes directly to us, not an assistant, not an automated system, just us. We are here to help figure out what fits and what doesn't.
So if you're moving to OC and want the locals version, the real version, schedule a call. Will help you get it right the first time.
Plus, scan the QR code to access our newest Orange County relocation guide, where we provide more information about each of the areas we talked about today.
Let us know which areas of OC you'd like us to highlight next and write it in the comments below. And we'll see you next time. Bye.